Hi there, my name is Jessie. I'm a doctor of physical therapy here at the Healing Collective Functional and Integrative Medicine in Niwot, Colorado. Today I'd just like to gush a little bit about my very favorite population to treat. I grew up riding horses at a small equestrian facility back in Illinois, where I'm from. And throughout my time as an equestrian, I was riding saddle seat at the time, so we got to ride the fancy prancy horses and show, and I spent many hours at the barn, more hours at the barn grooming and cleaning than I ever spent riding even, and observing bodies, observing the way the horses moved. And also I was an equitation rider, so I did a lot of observation of other bodies and how people had posture on their horses and what looked like it was elegant and smooth and what looked like it was strained and rigid and challenging. And so I spent many hours of my childhood looking at bodies. Fast forward to my college years, I went to a school in the city in Chicago, and I stopped riding for that time and found myself taking yoga classes. And in a very similar way to watching bodies move on horseback, I was really fascinated by how bodies moved in these yoga classes. And I was also so drawn to yoga because of the internal focus and the experience of being very present in the moment in my body while I was practicing yoga. It really felt familiar and similar to the sensation I got when I was horseback. Being a successful equestrian means you have to be present in the moment and communicating, not verbally, but through body language, through the control of where your position is on your horse. The subtlest, smallest movements were big messages to the horse. So yoga and horseback riding were actually really similar in that way. And so here I am now after physical therapy school, yoga trainings, additional riding. I was so fortunate to work at a summer camp for kids, teaching kids how to ride in Colorado. Anyway, did a lot more riding between here and there, and now I'm in Niwot, which is a beautiful horse community, and really excited to share that one of my special areas of interest is treating equestrians, horse people. So many of us are aware that the position that the human has on horseback directly impacts how the horse is able to move, the freedom of movement in the horse. Many of us horse lovers will willingly spend whatever it takes to get our horses acupuncture, chiropractic, bodywork, vet visits, all of this to really bolster our horses' performance and happiness and well-being. But often we sort of forget the human aspect of that relationship. And if you, as the equestrian, have a sore shoulder or a painful back or one hip that's not quite in alignment compared to the other, some aspect in your physical body that's out of balance, that actually can directly impact how your horse moves through the world. So I really enjoy looking at equestrians, having you bring in a video on your phone of you riding, as well as doing a movement screen here in the clinic, and then directly addressing your imbalances so that you can have a better seat in the saddle, so that you can move more fluidly when you're riding and perform optimally, enabling your horse to also perform in a balanced, fluid way. If you're off balance, your horse has to compensate for that, and sometimes we interpret that as a lameness or an imbalance in our horse, when really the source can be the rider. So if you're an equestrian in the Niwot, Boulder, Longmont area, I would love to offer you a free 15-minute consult just to chat about what I can help you with as an equestrian and as just the ability to move through your life more gracefully. So please give us a call here at the Healing Collective, and I'd be happy to schedule with you. Again, my name is Jessie. We're here at the Healing Collective Functional Medicine in Niwot, Colorado, and I love treating equestrians. Thank you so much for your time. Be well.